Got that on, right?
Yes, you're live.
Alright. Hey everybody. Hope you're well. And good to good to be with you. It's been a good what?
None.
It's been a good month since I've had any interaction with people. So I'm glad to be able to do this with you. And thank you for all the prayers and checking in on me, saying I'm doing. Still not feeling great, but I'm gonna power through to do this because I do want to spend this time with you. All right, so to start this off, this is gonna be 4 songs that I wrote and 1 song that I did not write. But the one that I didn't write, I'm pretty sure you probably know. On Christmas Eve, I had the chance to sit at the breakfast table with my daughters and eat pancakes and bacon. It almost never works out to where I've got Christmas Eve off, so it was a special time. And I finished eating mine, and of course the kids take longer, and they were arguing over their pancakes. And I sat there and watched, and somehow ended up with a guitar in my hands, and I started writing a song. I started thinking about the times when I was growing up and doing the same thing with my brother. And so I ended up writing this song and had some friends actually kind of help out with some of the lyrics as well. Life is gonna catch you. It's gonna catch you by surprise. You'll turn around in just a minute and see you've grown twice your size. It was the same with me and David, trying to grow up too fast. I can tell you the days we've missed with our families and fishing trips. So take every moment, every second of those, put it in your heart, and forever your home. 'Cause life is gonna catch you. It's gonna catch you by surprise. Mark said that these were the best years, and they'd pass by so fast. Carol said they'd leave home, and when they come back, the sounds are never the same. Life is gonna catch you. It's gonna catch you by surprise. You'll turn around in just a minute and see you grow twice the size. Mom and Dad had brown hair, and overnight it turned white. I can tell you the days we've missed with life lessons and camping trips. So take every moment, every second of those, put it in your heart, and forever your home. said that these were the best years, and they passed by so fast. Kiddo said they'd leave home, and when they came back, the sounds were never the same. So take every moment, every second ago, put it in your heart, and forever you're home. Life is gonna catch you. It's gonna catch you by surprise. Yeah, life is gonna pass you while you're blinking your eyes. While you're blinking your eyes.
We have 4 comments.
All right, so I do want to take a second right now because the world got turned upside down and all that. You know that. I've never had this happen before, at least in our time. So let's take a look around and think about the people out there that are, you know, just trying to get their bills paid, the essential people and all that, and people that have their own businesses. I've got a buddy named Stephen Thomason. He's a financial advisor. If maybe you're not so good with your money, maybe you can give him a holler. He can feel free to add in the comments his contact information. And also, I've got another buddy named Tony York. If you've been down to Glendale, you probably know about him.
He's nice.
You can you can see what he's got going on by liking the page Tony York's on Maine's Supper Club. There's 2 of them. Make sure you've got the Supper Club on there. He's got some good affordable meals. He does some kind of delivery to a certain extent, and you know, like I said, he posts his menu pictures and stuff of what he's got going on there. So take a look at that. Also, I want to encourage you, if you are a local business owner and you want to let people know about what you have going on right now, feel free to put the stuff in the comments there so people can find out what you have going on. This song is the first song that I started writing after I picked up my guitar after letting it sit down for about 7 years.
But before that, we're gonna read comments.
No.
Please.
I had spent time just trying to figure out why people that don't go to church don't go to church. Whether or not it's people who have never been to church or people that have been. And after spending like a good amount of time thinking about this and asking people, sadly, a lot of times what happens is they are, people don't go to church because they've been to church or they know someone who goes. And that's a really unfortunate thing because it means somewhere we've got things wrong with that. And we've not represented what we're there to do. So this song, it is, it's kind of a scathing review of the church that I love, and know that it doesn't have to be this way. This is a pretty honest song from feedback that I've gotten from people. My face when you bow and pray, the lost will find the way. Do you ask my name when you cross my path, and not in the marketplace? Do you really even think about the world outside your door? But I am there, and I don't believe you care. I have a family of warts and secrets. too. Do you know I stress about the rent and dream the same as you? Do you know I cry to unknown voice and hope that things go well? And I'm pretty sure you love my soul, but the rest of me can go to hell. I am the father, I am the daughter, I'm the mom that's losing sleep. I am the son, I am a brother, a friend, a stranger on the street. I'm everything you've ever been and hope you'll never be again. I'm the hurting soul outside your door. Will you come and love me, please? I earn my keep 40 hours a week, and I'm beat when I get home. I paid my dues a time or two, and that success is of my own. Your sign out front says welcome all, but your eyes say something too. I'm pretty sure you love my soul, but what about the rest of me? I am the father, I am the daughter, I'm the mom that's losing sleep. I am the son, I am the brother, a friend, a stranger in the street. I'm everything you've ever been and hope you'll never be again. I'm the hurting soul outside your door. Will you come and love me? Pretty sure you love my soul. I want you to love the rest of me. Okay, I had the opportunity not long ago to go to Chicago for work, and took my guitar with me. It was close enough I could drive up to where I was working. And long story short, I had a really hard time writing any songs, had a hard time practicing anything, and I just didn't get it. Why I had all that extra time where I was alone, I could be playing. And on the night, I guess a Saturday night, I started writing. And actually I found a great church up there in Orland Park, where I went for worship, and I came home afterwards and I wrote the second half of this song. After I finished it, I actually played it all the way through for the first time. And you see, I thought I was writing songs for you. Turns out, this song was about me. This song was actually Jesus speaking to me. And what Jesus told me is that he missed me. I didn't get it. You know, go to church, teach Sunday school, lead worship on Wednesdays, and I do all these things. And Jesus very calmly just said, I just wanted you to know that I miss you. So if you're in that situation, maybe the song is about you, but it definitely was for me as well. In the morning doesn't convince you, or the alarm that sounds to wake another day. Some morning coffee and you're off to run your races. All of this could to call out my name. Do you think of me when you're often on the go? Do you speak my name when others cross your way? Have you forgotten how I saved you on that day on your cross? Well, I'm still here with broken heart and missing you. And if I go there for you, if I walk across the desert wearing your shoes, if I stood upon the water's blue, would you love me like I love you? Spending money is another way you worship. Do you honor me with all the things you buy? Another, you're off to run your life where you are. All of this occurred to call out my name. Another day has passed and you're still not beside me. You know my name, you know my heart, but somehow we're not the same. My open arms are here to welcome you back to me, and I don't care why you're here, I just want you back with me. And if I go there for you, if I rise up from the mountaintop and send my ghost to you, if I wear your dirty coat of sinfulness until it's clean, would you love me like I love you? If I wear your dirty coat of sinfulness until it's clean, would you love me like I love you? And that's what I learned in Chicago. Hey, another fun fact of that, if you know me well, you know I'm kind of snarky. And if you look at the courses on here, all the things that Jesus said that he would do for me, said, if I did this for you, would you love me? Well, play it back. He did everything that he said on those things. So my God became snarky so that I could identify with my God. And I love that about him. I also love somebody else. A bunch of you, actually, but one in particular. Jennifer has been putting up with me for over 2 decades now, and especially she's been taking she's been taking care of me for over a month with this fever that I've got, or mystery fever, and she's done a great job with that, watching over the kids, not losing her own mind, trying to juggle everything and wear all the hats that she's got. So one night I had a hard time going to sleep, so I thought, I'm just going to grab the guitar and start playing and see what comes out. And I started to get this. I got about half the song. Seems to be a trend with me that I write half the song one night and then finish it later on. But this is a song about us, from maybe some stuff from the beginning that you didn't know, and then I don't know if it's done yet, but it's done enough to play today. Somewhere, no, I'm sorry, sometime in October, before I could have known how my life would change, or how my love would grow. Sometime in October, after our eyes had met, I told my friend David that I'd finally met her, the one I would wed. I remember the days in the mall parking lot. I'd bring you a cold iced tea when I got off. Your eyes and your smile said our future is long. Now knowing that we'd begun singing this song, the fall breeze couldn't cool our hearts. I remember when our love was found, sometime in October. Now the years have gone by with the seeds we have sown. Our kids are both growing and the other has flown. We've had so many times making love on our stage, burning through hours and years and the days as the leaves begin to fall down. I remember when our love was found, somewhere in October. We promised to Jesus and stood on our vows, and oath that north side of town. We flew off to Georgia to spend our first week. 20 years plus, it's still Jesus we seek, through addictions and personal shame. We made it all the same, from somewhere in October, before we could have known how our lives would change, or how true love would grow. On that day in October. So that's 4 songs from me. I got another one here, but I want to give you a quick little story for this. I hope you have a good church. Hope you have good pastors and good staff and all that. Ours is pretty good. And I remember remember Pastor Kevin telling this story about ducks, and it really stuck with me. So in Duckville, USA, there was a duck grocery store and a duck school and a duck bank and all these different businesses, just like you'd see if you drove around in our town. And right in the middle of Duckville, there was a church. And on a particular Sunday morning, Pastor Mallard got up and started preaching. And he said, "You all have eyes so that you can see." And they all started cheering. He says, "You all have," well, ducks don't have ears, but they got something, "so that you can hear." And they all got excited. "You have beaks so that you can speak." And they got really excited and started cheering. And said, "You have feet so that you can go to all those people that you need to speak to and talk to. He says, and you have wings so you can fly. And the whole place went nuts. I mean, ducks were flying all over the church. Probably feathers were flying around, and some probably got excited and dropped a few other things while it was flying around. And they all got settled back into their seats, and the pastor prayed and closed the worship service. And all the ducks got up, and they waddled out to their homes, to the Mexican restaurants. They waddled to work, waddled to school, they waddled to the grocery store, they waddled to the banks, they waddled everywhere that they went. And on their next Sunday morning, they all waddled back into the church so that they could hear again how they could fly, but they never did. So think about that. It really hit me hard when I heard that story. So in honor of that lesson that I learned, and for those of you who want to hear some good classic Christian music, I'm going to play I'll Fly Away. Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, oh. By and by, I'll fly away. Hey, don't be a dumb duck. Get out there and fly wherever you can and be a part of the community. And I love you. Appreciate you for being here.